Hello!
Hello!
Welcome to episode whatever it might be of Rebel Base Radio with me, Jim Fulcrum and the Force, and my good friend Nat over here. Hello, Nat.
What's up? I did that.
So difficult to figure it out because I'm like,
I know. It's. I think you're this way because I'm looking at you and you're this way, but for some reason, yeah,
it's over there.
Oh my
Nat.
God.
First off, I would like to just thank Simon, for jumping in last week and covering for me while I was otherwise engaged. Matt's here. Matt's always here, isn't he?
Matt's always a supporter.
You can always guarantee that Matt's going to turn up.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The dude is just like on it every time. Alex is
Alex?
here too. We are back again.
Back.
Almost like we do this every single week.
Right.
But yeah, thanks to Sims for jumping on last week. Obviously, I did watch it after the fact, and I completely agreed with everything you said. Because
it was dog
last
shit.
Episode was absolute tripe.
Oh God, it was so bad.
Thank you, Matt. We support you too, man.
Appreciate it, Matt.
You'll have to come on to one of our Rebel Base radios because I'm sure there's other things coming from this little thing that we've got going on. I don't know what it's called. What is it? It's like it's a live. It's a weekly live, but it's a collaboration of two brilliant minds and me. You
think I'm a brilliant mind?
Yeah,
really?
For sure. Yeah,
I think I'm dumb as shit.
Well, then, I don't know what that makes me.
The intelligent one of us both.
Oh, then we're in trouble. Snowy
I
One.
like this name, Snowy-Wan Kenobi. I love that.
It's amazing. The dude's a
Snowy-Wan.
legend as well. Absolute legend.
Is he weird? Is he really?
Oh yeah. Snowy-One's.
I've never seen this creator before. What's up, Sems?
I was just thanking you, Sems, for jumping in and covering for me last week. It was a good episode. I enjoyed it. Like, not of the show, of this. Like, it was a good
Rebel Base Radio, and it wasn't a good episode of the.
Yeah, it was a far more entertaining episode of Rebel Base Radio than.
We should just submit last.
Oh,
this.
So, but that's in the past. That was last week.
Last week's
Moving
episode.
onwards and upwards. This week we're on episode 6. 6? Mm-hmm. Yes. And it was called
Tribe.
That's it. Tribe. I don't do any research, right? So Nat does all the work. When we're on her channel, Nat does all the work. She plans it out. She's fantastic, right? Super professional. When it comes to me,
dumpster fire. I'm just kidding.
Just absolutely.
But you know what? It's crazy. Like, well, because like I've noticed this, and I wish it was like that one time that we were on my channel. It was a really, really good episode. It was a really, really good episode. This episode today was really, really good. Before we get into semantics, but like, so I even asked him, like, should I write anything down? Do we got to remember names? Like, and you're like, no, it was actually pretty straightforward. I'm just like, when you say that, I'm just like, he's got it from here. He's got it from here.
I mean, I watched it on Wednesday and haven't watched it since.
I watched it today because I needed it fresh in my mind.
Yeah, so I'm going to just give a very quick breakdown of what happened in the episode because there were just beats to this episode.
Yeah, it was pretty much
It was straightforward. Also, before we get into that, I would just like to point out that the week before last, when I said that the next episode was going to be trash and it was just going to be...
You were right.
I'm always right when it comes to this show. Also, I think that means the next episode is going to be trash as well. Because we can't be given 2 good episodes in a row. And
we're never given 2 good episodes in a row.
And this was a good episode. So we started out with the Bad Batch already on a mission, so we didn't even have to see Sid. Wonderful. They were trading what appeared to be fake chain codes for money.
Mm-hmm.
And even though Omega was told to stay and watch the ship, obviously she wandered off because she's.
I had an inkling near, mind you, a feeling. The second they were just like Echo and Omega stay with the ship, I'm like, this is gonna go.
She's gonna.
This is gonna go
every time.
wrong so fast because she can never sit still. And Echo was like, I'm gonna go prep the ship because this shit's gonna be fast as hell. Let's go.
Yep.
Then but then she starts hearing Wookiee screaming.
Yes, Wookiee screaming. Love me a lightsaber. We know this. Oh, look, Izzy's in the house.
My wife.
Izzy, how's it going? Did like how Tech sounded like he was getting tired of Omega's shit. Yes, that's very much what happened in this episode. So she hears a Wookiee crying about something. She goes off to investigate. She finds who we know as Gungi. I always pronounce Gungi because Gungi sounds gross.
I think it was always. Well, I thought it was Gungi.
Okay, see, that would make even more sense. But
I thought it was Gungi because I think that's how Ahsoka pronounced it in the Clone Wars was Gungi. But I could be wrong. I haven't seen that episode of Clone Wars in a very long time, so I would definitely need a refresher.
So
Gungi.
So Gungi, which is just a bit gross. He was being attacked by those droids. She tried to stop him. Fine. There was firing. He then managed to force grab his lightsaber, and we got a lightsaber for
finally
for the first time since I think Deepa and Kanan.
Oh yeah, shit. That's episode 1 of season 1.
Yeah, I know.
But to be fair, during that entire time, Jedi were being hunted down and massacred all over the galaxy. So maybe that's the reason why we didn't see any lightsaber, because they're just like, shit, if I pull this out, I'm dead. So
I suppose I'll give it a pass, but then when Kanan's a bit older, he doesn't seem to care and does it all the time. But fine. Semantics. It was nice to see his lightsaber. I love his lightsaber, the wooden one. It's amazing.
His lightsaber is actually the reason why they have the Earth wooden lightsaber you can get at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Because exactly his lightsaber, like tooth at the bottom and all.
Nice. It's a beautiful lightsaber. I wish. Sorry, there's lots of comments going on and people chatting between themselves, and I haven't been showing them. I'm sorry, everybody. Jeez. It's a lovely lightsaber. I wish we could see I was going to say a proper version that's not Galaxy's Edge. I'm going to stick with it. A proper version that's not Galaxy's Edge. It would be nice. And then they rescue Gungi from there and they book it, and he's like, obviously he's scared of the clones. As he should,
because he sees them and he goes, wait a minute, you guys were the ones literally killing all my friends. Why am I now in a ship with you? I when he was scared in the back and Omega's like, why is he terrified? And I'm like, sis, Order 66. Like, he probably saw all that happening in front of him, seeing that the people that he was taught growing up, these are the guys you're going to be fighting it with in the Clone Wars or like in the galaxy, and then they turn their back and turn their blaster to you. Like, that's a terrifying, and he's a kid.
Yeah.
Like, he's a child.
He's only
like,
little.
He's still not even a teenager.
No. He's still very early Padawan.
Yeah. He's still very early Padawan. Not youngling, but definitely Padawan.
But not Padawan yet. Jawa's Junkyard. I know Jawa's Junkyard quite well. Yes, it is. Thank you, Izzy. The Star Trek stream is next week. We're talking all about Next Gen and Voyager. So
I would have to really recap myself on that. Okay, see it for the first time.
Yeah, watch it, and there's a lot to watch as well. If you were to, there's more of that to watch than Star Wars.
I know. I watch anime instead, so
yeah. Well, there we go. I just got my kids the this is nothing to do with Star Wars. The subscription to Crunchyroll.
As you should, as a great parent would.
Well, I noticed that Guyver was on there, so I was like, oh, I want to watch.
Yeah, and then all the new the really cool anime are starting to pop up on there. So like
And,
Chainsaw Man, which is really popular nowadays. Demon Slayer, really good too.
Because I keep saying that I need to watch Demon Slayer, so I'm going to do that.
You need to watch Attack on Titan too.
Sure, just add it to the list of everything else I've got to watch. So I'm trying to get back to the show.
We're on the ship.
On the ship, he's scared. Omega helps him.
Tech is the translator,
which was very cool. It was nice to see, like.
It was also nice to see Hunter somehow knowing. It was like my Wookiee may be rusty, but I think he just said his name is Gunji. I'm just like, yeah, okay, that's nice. Cool.
Oh, I had it on VHS as well. Deep Space Nine is goated. I agree. So he says that obviously he wants to get back to Kashyyyk. I mean, I love Kashyyyk as a planet. So
wish we got more of it, but we did not.
We did not. So they head down to Kashyyyk. I was quite surprised by that. I was like, they're never getting to Kashyyyk. They're going to get torn off on some other adventure and blah, 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 blah.
Same.
And then I just ended up with Kashyyyk.
No, well, because I was worried more for when Echo was saying, I think the Empire got to Kashyyyk. I was just like, oh shit, what happens if there is like literally an Imperial blockade?
Yeah.
Before you get there, I'm like, how the fuck they're going to make it through? And I'm just like, ah, shit. But no, they made it there really fast, and they actually made it through the atmosphere. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, right. They just landed. No problem.
Like, oh, must be nice.
There's some smoke over there, but don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to make their way through to a village. They get to the outskirts of the village and notice it's absolutely decimated. Bunch of
Clanker.
Trandoshans.
If you ever wanted, if I'm saying this now here on this show for the people to know, if you ever want to know what species in Star Wars irks me to no end, it's Trandoshans. I hate them. I think they're horrible. They're mean. They're not. I cannot redeem them for shit. For shit. I hate them.
I do too. The thing that I enjoyed about this was clearly, obviously, they're killing Wookiees because for fun because they take their pelts, and that's something that we even saw
in Clone Wars,
and Book of Boba Fett.
Yes,
with Chrysanthemum and he was like across the thing. So I do enjoy that. I enjoy the fact that they're like this is a problem throughout time, throughout the history of Star Wars.
It's consistent.
Last week's episode was dog poop. 6 out of 10, I think is. I would have gone 7 out of 10.
I would say 7 out of 10. And you know what's crazy? You know what this episode is once again? A cameo.
Yes.
Because Gungi, we all know Gungi is a character from Clone Wars, and he's he's making a cameo to this episode, which once again proves the Bad Batch cannot be by themselves.
Yeah.
In a good
they can't carry their own show.
They can't carry their own show, so we have to add in new people.
Yeah.
Not new people, but we have to add in familiar faces. Listen, it's not being hateful to the Trandoshans, but I hated them when they would just kill Padawans for sport.
Yeah.
I thought that was disgusting. I thought that was horrible. And I mean, I guess what I enjoy about that is that it just shows that they really are cruel creatures in the galaxy. Like, for example, when I was growing up, I was very much of the mindset I hated the Tusken Raiders.
Yeah.
For what they did to Anakin's mom, and just how I guess growing up how violent I thought they were.
Mm-hmm.
But then with Book of Boba, I felt redemption. I'm just like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a different side.
Some of them, and it's
Trandoshans. I'm not
all Tuskens.
Not all Tuskens, man.
Hey, Mojo Jim, what's going on, brother?
What's up, man?
So they come across them.
They're working with the Empire.
Who were working with the Empire and had tanks as well, hover tanks. There's a lot going on there. I can't really remember what happened, but I remember them.
Do you want me to explain the part?
Please.
Okay.
I remember when they landed, and then I remember when they get to the village.
There's actually a really sweet part that happens on the way. So they're going through. They had just landed their ship. They're going through the woods, and they're seeing a bunch of this. What I thought it looked like was snake cobwebs. And
Yes.
in my head, I was just like, "Oh, not snakes! Oh, please, not snakes!" Like, oh, I love Demon Slayer, but there's an arc where they just deal with spiders, and I was just like, no. So my head was like, oh, great. And I also did so Hunter did tell Gungi, hey, I think you should put away that laser toy of yours because it might it's gonna be pretty dangerous. And Gungi just goes it's so sweet. He puts it in his backpack. But they start going through. And Wrecker's about to they finally come across one of the spider-looking creatures, and Wrecker's like, "Oh, let me at him!" And then Gungi stops him. He goes, "No," and literally does the whole Force thing, which I once again love the with Jedi, with people that are Force users. They have a way to communicate with animals, and with creatures that it's just unlike any other. I love seeing it happen. So when Gungi puts his hand out and he just basically ensures to the creatures we're not here to hurt you, and they just go away. And then they finally come to the decimated, burnt village, and Gungi just falls to the floor because he's completely heartbroken that this has happened to his country.
That bit made me so sad.
I was just and it is super sad because he hasn't been there since he was taken to the Jedi Order.
Yeah.
So it's hitting him oh my God, this is my home. This is my people. And then Omega was just Cass.
Hey, my love.
And Omega's just don't worry. The Empire destroyed our home too. It was just very heartbreaking to see that.
That bit was very reminiscent of when, this bit always makes me cry in The Rise of Skywalker when Chewie falls to his knees and he starts crying. I'm like, oh my God, I can't.
I lost it when that happened because his cry is what we all felt that day when she passed. I remember exactly where I was when she passed too. I was at work at Disney, and it was just gut wrenching. So when I saw that happen in The Rise of Skywalker, it hit me. I'm like, that's exactly how we all felt.
Yeah.
The day she passed.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
But after they make it through and they realize that it's Trandoshans that actually decimated, it wasn't the Empire, although they were using Imperial equipment.
They were kind of almost paid off by the Empire to do their dirty work, essentially, to go basically. Because the Empire knows that Trandoshans will do it for fun.
For money. They're just I get to kill people, say less. Just put the check right there. We'll be right back. Literally,
let's kill Wookiees
for fun.
You don't even need to pay.
I got it.
Yeah.
But so they make it through to the village, and I really thought Gungi was not going to pull out his lightsaber. Nah, man, this boy pulls it out. And I'm just like, dude, you just you blew your cover.
So much.
And now, not only do they now see, I think he mainly did it because he wanted to stand up for, his fellow Wookiee that was being, whipped, which I was like.
That was harsh.
That was a low blow.
Yeah.
I understand, Clone Wars sometimes and has shown us some low blows here. That was that's pretty fucked for a kid's show. Just see.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so they go off and Gungi just takes up, just goes ham, man. And the Bad Batch. And Omega had, you know what? In this episode, Omega did not hold back. Of should I get involved? No, she goes. This girl was shooting left and right.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I will say that was actually how many more
There's
episodes?
10. There's 10.
10.
My favorite Jedi that talk to animals is Ty Yorick from the Temple Peak comic. I've not read that. To be fair, like I'm quite behind with my Star Wars comics. I've only really read the Vader ones and the Dr. Aphra ones. Yeah, that's
basically what they said.
Yeah, you son of a bitch, I'm in.
Oh my god.
So then they do that. He goes ham. He slashes stuff. He kills a bunch of people. They all kill a bunch of people.
Well, you know what I noticed? Gungi didn't kill anybody.
Bad Batch.
The Bad Batch did.
They're like, we don't care.
He basically, because he hopped to the Trandoshan. I deadass thought he was gonna stick it in him, but then he just knocks him out and force pushes him to the side, which makes me once again think Gungi, yes, is trained with a lightsaber. Gungi has never killed anybody.
No.
I don't think he's going to do that. It was crazy because he's a Wookiee and Wookiees are ferocious.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, like you see Chrysanthemum and you're just like, yeah.
Yeah.
They're ferocious, but he's not there yet. He has no idea he can be that person yet.
That.
He's so far from that.
And also, like you see as this episode progresses, he doesn't even really know how to be a Wookiee yet.
No, he doesn't, because he's not been around.
He's only a Jedi. That's all he knows. Like, because they get to the village with the older Wookiees there, and there's the older female Wookiee, and she's like, "We'll take him in. We'll look after him. We'll see that he gets back to his whatever." And then the Trandoshans start to like they're gonna come back.
Well, yeah, because the guy who's like the commander of their league goes to that crash site and sees they're just like, who did this? And then the clones, the stormtroopers, but they're clones because you can hear it in their voice, says those are lightsaber marks. Like, we know what those are. And then someone's like, there's a lightsaber here. Like, there's a Jedi here. And the Trandoshans would be like, I'll do even one better. I'm going to hunt the Jedi and get this shit sorted out. And then he like tells all the guys, like, whoever finds the Jedi first gets like Wookiee pelts. Like, it was like something like that. And I was just like, God damn. Like, this is pretty bad. But yeah, I mean, it was giving me very much of like that episode when Ahsoka was rescuing her people from slavery. Mm-hmm. And even though she is a Togrutan, she has not been raised in Togrutan
customs.
There you go. Yeah. Because she's been a Jedi.
Yeah.
For most of her life. So like with Gungi, I'm gonna call him G. Just because with G, yeah, it's the same thing. He doesn't know his people. He knows how to speak his language, obviously. And it's funny because even in Clone Wars, G was always the like funny one and the cute one out of the batch. Like, he wasn't serious. He was just like, oh, this is so fun.
Yeah. But we definitely see the other side of him here.
Oh yeah, because he's pulled out of kid world and it's just what Hunter said. He goes like, these kids are meant to be kids, but they don't have an option. They are forced into war. Yeah.
So they're like, okay, we need a plan. So all the Wookiees start going and having a chat with the tree, and apparently the trees have an idea.
But I will say this. This is something that I did not know about Kashyyyk, and I also did not know about Wookiees. I didn't know that they have such a deep-rooted connection to their planet. And then it explains that Wookiee, like that Kashyyyk was given to, like, was created by trees. Like, the land was gifted by trees, so it's like you kind of have to pay homage, pay tribute, give your prayers to the tree, and you got to talk to it. And I thought, like, with Gungi, like, oh, he's force sensitive. He can feel the energy, the living force, like, without in his surroundings. But just seeing the rest of the Wookiees do it, and I'm just like, oh, this is pretty sick.
Yeah.
This is like and this obviously we
They're
didn't.
all connected within the planet.
It was giving me very much like, I don't know if you've ever watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, or if your kids have ever watched Avatar: The Last
I think
Airbender.
my boys have.
There's an arc of the show where the Avatar, he's so lost from his connection with the Earth element, and he ends up in this freaking or he's trying to find an Earthbender teacher, but he ends up in this planet that's full of trees, and all he has to do. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I can't wait to subscribe to your channel. He touches the tree and sees everything connected all at once. And I can only imagine that was the same exact feeling that the Wookiees in G had.
It's very cool. I would love to see more of that. Like we've only ever really got snippets from Kashyyyk, like battles on Kashyyyk, or like a holiday special from Kashyyyk, or and there's clearly so much more history and so much more story there that I'm like, it would be really nice if they expanded on that. Like, give us a Wookiee that we can follow and learn about their thing. But then from here on out, it's very difficult to describe because they just go and just have a big old fight.
Well, the trees tell them, saying, we're fighting for you, so chill back and let us do the work. And so when the Trandoshans come back with the Empire and they start, basically burning everything down, which, fuckers, they basically just sit back and,
they
send Bad Batch.
The trees send the spider creature. They've got a name, and you know what? It's bugging the hell out of me.
Yeah, I know they do.
What their name is.
I have no idea what their name is.
It's used a lot in Knights of the Old Republic.
A game I have not picked up in a very
long time. Why have you not done it?
Because I've been playing other games, Jim.
Yes,
aka Fallen Order. And I'm stuck on Lego Star Wars still.
Oh yeah, there is that too. Kinrath. Kinrath is what they're called. Damn it. Kinrath.
Do you feel better now knowing the name?
Yes, I do. It's not Shelob. There is a lot of Kashyyyk in Fallen Order.
Oh, really?
Yeah, loads.
Nice. Nice.
Alex, thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next week. So they send the Kinrath out, and the Kinrath kind of just fight them for them, but there's too much fire, and obviously fire in a planet full of trees is not the best.
And so Hunter's like, let's start digging.
Yeah, so they got to dig them holes. And it becomes the main commander of the Trandoshans has a flamethrower, and he's going after Gungi. Silly name. And he's just going after him, and he's like burning like everything. And but you can't stop a Jedi, even a young Jedi like that.
He's very determined to fight for his planet.
Yeah,
100%.
Like, because he runs off. Like, everybody's over here, and Gungi is just, I'm calling him Gungi because that's how it sounds in my head. Runs off and goes after the main guy. And he gets him. He cuts his flamethrower off.
Oh yeah, in half. I thought that, and he goes. Then all of a sudden, the little whatever creatures they are fall down. Kinrath fall down. And what I thought, these guys would just start biting him. Like, no, they spin him up.
And they oof him up the top. And that's when they're like, Omega finds Gungi and is just like, we need to stop these fires and that. And so they stop the fires. And that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, basically the leader of that Wookiee clan is like, we'll take him in. And because I thought, the whole goal was to get him reunited with his clan.
Yes,
and there's many of them on Kashyyyk, and we actually don't know what part of Kashyyyk they're on, because I don't think Hunter and Echo
doesn't know either, though.
He doesn't know where he's from. He just seen it in dreams. And you could tell they look different. Like
Yeah.
you could tell these Wookiees do not look like Gungi at all.
Yeah.
But they're just like, we'll take him in and we'll show him a home. And I think at the end of the day, to me, it ended up on a good spot. Like we actually didn't see the Bad Batch go anywhere else. It just ended on Kashyyyk.
Yep.
And it did make me happy knowing that Gungi didn't die in Order 66.
Yes. Although,
now it makes me question, wait a minute, how many Jedi are out there alive? Like by the time Luke arrives in A New Hope, we're only given 2 names of Jedi that are alive. That is Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker. Everyone else is dead.
Even by the time they get to Return of the Jedi, and they're like, "Oh no, there is another," and you're like, "So there's 3 now."
Yes,
yeah, so
there's
like,
Luke,
but what
Leia,
about the 70,000 before? And Yoda. There isn't. There's so many Jedi, right? But here's something that. So I'm still. We're 6 episodes into a show now that's 16 episodes long, right? We still now have, and you said this last week, no overarching story. There is no story thread in this show.
Oh, fuck, you're right. So where do we go next? We don't know. This is where
I get frustrated, because I'm like, if there was a scene at the end of this where they're like, we've protected and we fought alongside these Jedi all this time, and now we are the ones, our faces are the ones they see when they die. Had they turned around and gone, we need to change that. We need to be the ones to help them, to show that it's not all of us, you know? And so if they were like that, and then the overarching story was going to be them starting to hunt Jedi for the right reasons, to try and help them, I'd be like, I'm on board with this show now, because you've got a reason to be. But we still have no reason. They haven't even decided that they're going to start to help the rebellion. They've done nothing.
They haven't reached out. What's the main quest? No one knows.
No one knows. No one knows. This show is all about side quests, and it's really frustrating because I'm like,
Bad Batch and Side Quest season 2.
Right. They're not. I would expect something.
Well, we have just so many unanswered questions from season 1, and we're here at episode 6 of season 2, and none of my questions have been answered. My main question being, why the hell was Omega so important to Kamino?
I don't think we're ever going to find out.
No, that was an unanswered question left in season 1.
So we're next week is season episode 7, right? So you're pretty much halfway through the season, and we still don't know what the season's about.
Right. We know that we're going to see Crosshair again, because
yes. Now
probably for one more episode.
The thing is, though, the titles of the episodes are quite interesting, because some of them look like they could have something going on, but then at the same time, I'm like, an episode called Entombed sounds really interesting, and it turns out they just stolen the idea from Horizon Forbidden West with a massive walker thing.
Oh, I thought they stole it from Raiders of the Lost Ark, but
oh yeah, I mean there was that as well. They're just stealing ideas from everywhere. The next episode is called The Clone Conspiracy.
Okay, so only reason why I'm going to say that's going to be a good episode is because at this point...
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
We get 2 episodes next week.
Do we really? Why?
Why? Because they know they're both bad. He's right. Okay, so if we're getting 2 episodes next week, we are. February 8th, The Clone Conspiracy and Truth and Consequences.
So, oh my gosh.
Yay!
Okay, so I am going to give a hypothesis of what next week's episodes might be. We're going to see Crosshair again.
Yes.
He is going to... we're going to see Crosshair again. He is going to learn the truth about Order 66. He's going to get pissed off. And either he's finally going to leave the Empire, or he's literally... and when I say leave the Empire, he's going to like leave, but stay on his own path and not join Clone Force 99. Like literally just be off the path. Or once again, we might see Cody. We might see holograms of fives. We might see Rex.
We know Rex is in this season.
Oh yeah, we know that. So that could be next week.
I think it's too early for them to pull the trigger on doing something that extreme with Crosshair. And I know we're like halfway through the season, but the way this show pans out, they don't do anything until the last 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So what I could hope for in something along the lines of that's called the Clone Conspiracy is more coming out about Omega, why she's important, maybe.
It's about fucking time if that's the case.
Right? But I have high hopes for an episode called that. Because it sounds quite interesting. Or it could just be they have to go to a planet and there's a bunch of dead clones there. But they have to steal a crate. But they don't get the crate. Because they never get the crate, and then they'll just come back.
No, they didn't even get the payment for the freaking for the codes this episode.
Because if they get any money, then Sid's gone, and they don't know how to write the stories.
Oh my god! Like when that happened, and they hopped in this ship, I'm like, you guys left without payment again. Like.
That's their MacGuffin. Like every week, they're like, "Oh no, we didn't get paid again. I guess we're gonna have to do another job for Sid."
Oh my god! At this point, they all need to become, except for Omega because she's a child. They all need to become strippers. Become strippers somewhere in the galaxy. Make your cash. Do an OnlyFans in the galaxy. Just like at this point, they can like get something that they know they'll get cash from.
Right. I do have high hopes. I always have high. I go into everything with high hopes, just because they're always dashed, you know. Yeah, that's basically the episode. What's Omega gonna do so they don't get paid? That's exactly what happened this week. The only saving grace for this week is what you said. It was a cameo from a Jedi.
And to be fair, a great Jedi.
Yeah,
like I mean, I loved Gungi in the Padawans arc. Actually, if anything, he was my favorite of that batch because I was just like, he's sweet, he's not annoying like some of the other kids were.
Yes,
very annoying. And it was also the first time we saw not the first time because we've seen Wookiee Jedi throughout time in Star Wars, in books and comics. But this is the first time like on an animated TV series that we're seeing I was seeing a Wookiee Jedi Padawan.
And we got to see him build his lightsaber as well. Which was...
Right, and him going through this whole experience to get his kyber crystal. Yeah. And yes, I was really happy to see Gungi again. Now it makes me wonder what happened to those other kids, and I don't think they made it out alive. Oh, no. So, like the Rhodian one, I don't think he made it out alive. He's a goner,
he was
man.
The first one to go. Yeah, so I don't know.
Skywalker, what are we gonna do? I should go tell Hayden that when I see him at Celebration next week.
You should.
Master Skywalker,
what are we gonna do? I think he'd appreciate that. Not gonna lie.
Oh my god, I think this coffee's really hitting me and giving me a lot of this energy.
So, I don't know.
What do you think is gonna? Okay, so we know the two names of the episodes.
2 episodes though, mid-season, maybe something big does happen.
You know what? I kind of wish they would continue release 2 episodes a week. Only reason why I'm saying this is because Mandalorian season 3 comes out in March.
Yes.
And on the same day, like the Wednesdays,
yeah.
on the same day that Bad Batch comes out. So I'm like, if they can wrap up this show before Mando starts, or at least get to the tail end, it'd be great.
He does have a wooden lightsaber,
does.
and it's so cool. So very cool.
It's very handcrafted. I love it.
Yeah.
It was very beautiful. And it was very much him too, which is one thing that I loved.
Yeah.
It's that it's very much his style. And it kind of reminds me, I'm like, oh yeah, every Jedi will have a different lightsaber hilt because it's their style. It's what they wanted to make. Except for, Luke, because at least in A New Hope, because he was given his dad's.
It's all right because he makes a better one in the end, so it's fine.
He does.
It's fine. We let him off that. And then Rey as well, because she gets given it too.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I do actually. This is a hot take. I do not like Rey Saber.
That is a hot take. Why?
I don't know.
What her one?
Hers, not the dark Rey Saber. Dark Rey I love.
Obviously.
The one she makes towards the end I don't like.
Do you know the only thing about that I'm like I would have preferred to have seen is if it was made into a staff. She spends the entire 3 films with a staff on her back, and
I think that's why I didn't like. I think that's why I wasn't a big fan of it, because I'm just like, your whole shtick is you with the staff,
especially as it's made from that staff,
right? And I think what she could have done, and I remember they do. I forgot the Jedi Master in Clone Wars, but he uses his walker. I mean, same thing with Yoda, but he uses his walker and he pulls it out of his walker. You could have done the same thing with the staff.
Yeah. It could have been in like a scabbard.
Yeah. And I'm just like, sis, you just missed out. But you know what? You got apparently as soon as we did talk about this last week, and he did mention this, is like, since they will.
Well, I think it's difficult because it's a difficult position to be in, because obviously we've said that we're going to do this every week while Bad Batch is on. Fine. But Mando starts, and
we know
about you, but I'd much rather be talking about Mando.
Same. We could do a wrap-up episode, like when Mando starts, we'll focus on Mando. When Bad Batch ends, we'll watch it. We'll watch whatever's left and be like, thoughts.
What we'll do is each week that Mando's on and Bad Batch is on, we'll come in, and the first thing we'll do is we'll give a rating for that episode of Bad Batch out of 10, and that's all we'll say. And then when it's finished, we'll do a wrap up of all those episodes.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah, that would have been sick. And she just killed that old woman at the end.
That's a great ending.
Yeah.
That's actually like, did Ben actually save her? No, Kylo did.
You would have been like, wait, what? Turns out you can't fight your name in the end.
Oh, that'd been great.
Yeah, I'm not surprised Sems will bin it off. I'll be honest. When he said he was going to review every episode of the Bad Batch,
I said how. I
was shocked, because I'm like, I don't like the show. I think it's this first season absolute trash. Right? He's probably the only person I know hates it, possibly more than me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, why are you doing this to yourself? Like, that's like, I think it's because secretly he loves to get angry about stuff. He's always said that I'm an angry man, but not compared to him. Not when it comes to the Bad Batch. Every time he loses his damn mind.
No, I think I'm trying to see.
Omega.
Omega. I will say this. I do like when Hunter tells Yana, because Yana's a clan leader, and she tells her that, they're just kids, and, unfortunately they have to live in a world where they have to fight. And he hopes one day that, children don't have to face this on their planets. It really did make me feel bad for Omega. I'm just like, shit. She actually is a kid. Like, she hasn't...
Also, we know that she's going to grow up, and that's never going to be a possibility.
Yeah.
Like, we know that story. We know where that goes, and it won't even end the next generation. It's still going on, so gutted.
Yeah.
Once Mano comes out and says, "Has that and Last of Us," he'll be happy. Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god, when Pedro Pascal is happening into... Oh shit, you get an Omega tattoo? Damn, daddy, damn.
I heard that he's going to get it and debut it at Celebration. Right? How exciting! There's going to be a whole video.
Sam.
Right? A whole video on it.
Simon, so exciting. That's exciting.
Isn't it?
But yeah, next week. I mean, I'm happy. So next week is 2 episodes. Okay. I'm excited for that. I'm happy.
Yeah, no, that'd be good. Obviously, join us over on that channel next week. So make sure you've subscribed to The Real Jedi Princess over there. Now, while I'm wrapping up, I do believe you're going live on Twitch today, aren't you?
I am. I'm going to be playing another round of Fallen Order. Do I know how long? Probably for like 2 hours. I'll be on there. I'm starting at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, so that'll probably be like...
When is that?
How many hours ahead are you? 5 hours. So that's like 10:30 for you guys.
Oh, so less than an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. There you go. Everybody's got something after this is finished. Head on over to Twitch, watch that. I might even jump on and say hello.
Please jump on, say hello.
It depends. Like Saturday night, Call of Duty night, isn't it?
Oh, I don't fucking know. But you can come watch me on Twitch and struggle. Because I'm telling you right now, if it wasn't for... Are you serious? I was literally about to say, if it wasn't for Matt, I wouldn't know how to play this game.
Well, then I suppose I better hop on.
You better hop on and help me get through this shit, because I just sit there. I'm like, am I supposed to go here? Am I supposed to go there? Am I jumping? Where are we going?
Oh, I watched a clip where you were just jumping at a wall, and I was like, first part of the game. I'm like, this is gonna be a long game.
It's so funny. And then, oh my gosh.
No, Joe Jim's going to pop on and say,
oh my God. Oh, and then tomorrow. So today I'll be streaming Fallen Order. Tomorrow I'm streaming Squadrons, which is another hilarious sight to see, because it's me flying a TIE fighter or an X-Wing and realizing that I am the worst helper. This is why I should not play multiplayer, because like I will lose and I will hurt everybody's chances on winning. I always get bronze. I get the participation medal every single time. They're like, thank you for playing.
Well, you turned up, I suppose.
They're like, thank you for shooting that one thing when you were supposed to shoot these 20 things. And I'm like, you see, I twisted and turned and I ended up crashing into this. So
but I took some people out along the way. No, you didn't.
But I guided the person from point A to point B. Wasn't I supposed to do that? And they're just like, no, you're supposed to bomb all this. And like, oh, so that's why they put me on the bomber one and not the regular X-Wing.
So where are you in Fallen Order?
Fallen Order, I had just left that second planet.
Okay, which was the second planet? Because I forget which order you're
It's so I'm at the part where Cal made it to the they escaped the Inquisitors. They're now on this planet to find a Jedi or finds a Force sensitive person, and then the person he was really actually supposed to find was his little droid. And then I made it through that whole part. He found the recordings of the old Jedi. He goes, you follow or find all these things throughout the galaxy, and it will help you bring, I don't know, Yeah. You did say that. I did. And you can see. And you can go on my Twitch and rewatch.
Proof.
And you can go on my Twitch and see all that old footage. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Oh, see, this is what I was getting at, right? This, when you have to push the balls, it's a mind fuck of a puzzle.
Do you want to see a mind fuck of a puzzle, Jim? Go to the video where I was playing. I think it was like at 1:00 in the morning. I started to play Lego Star Wars, and I've never been so frustrated.
Oh, I need to watch that.
You just or at least find the clip.
Lego Star Wars is like one of the easiest games to play.
There is a part of Lego Star Wars.
Stop playing it with a keyboard. Stop playing it with a keyboard. Oh, look at me. I'm all fancy. I play shit with a keyboard. Yeah, it's fine.
Because Jim, I can't afford.
Get a controller.
I can't afford a controller. I just paid for Hayden Christensen and I just paid for fucking Ashley Eckstein. I can't afford shit.
Oh my god, you can get like a USB controller for like.
Dude, I'm eating McDonald's. Dude, I'm eating McDonald's when I'm going to fucking London, man. Whatever your cheapest food is, I'm eating in fucking ramen.
Cass finished it.
Okay, I have no excuse.
And like, I've seen her play a lot of video games. I tried to get her to play Call of Duty the other week. And
it's actually been over 10 years since the last time I played COD. I'll tell you that. So if I ever play COD again, it will take me a while to get me back into that. Yeah, if you guys
go look, Matt's offering you a controller.
Oh my god, if it will pair up with my PC, that'd be great. I know I've been meaning to buy one. Because I know it would be easier for me to use a controller on Lego Star Wars, and I think
Fallen Order, I think anyway.
And yes, they say Fallen Order is also a good game to have a controller on.
It flows. It just flows a lot better with a controller.
Yeah. But so literally in like 30-ish minutes, guys, hop onto my channel. There
you go. Look, it's a wired Xbox controller. They work with PC because they're just USB.
Beautiful.
Just plug it in and it will read it straight away because it's Microsoft, and you can actually play the game properly. And then will be the real test, because then you'll be like, I still can't do this, and I will have to ridicule you forever. I look forward to that. So, if everybody wants to head over to Nat's Twitch channel, you can find her. Is it The Real Jedi Princess over on Twitch? It is The Real Jedi Princess on Twitch. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm posting the link there, so you can easily hop over to my Twitch. Nice. It's making it easier for the peoples. My goal is right now, I'm at 12 followers on Twitch. I'm trying to get to 25. I know that's not a lot, but if I can hit 25, that'd be great. Just because I would like to see more people watch me shatter and collapse on camera. I think I'm probably gonna have to watch this one. I'm not gonna lie. You will. So obviously head over to Nat's YouTube channel and subscribe over there to make sure that you're with us for next week's double episode of The Bad Batch. Double. I'm gonna have to take a lot of notes. You are, because I mean this week was supposed to be all on me and I failed. So it's all you, mate. It's all you. I'm just here because, you know, we're just here. We just turn up. We just show up. We're like, oh, let's go. We really are the same person, man. I know. The Eco Hero is amazing. It's the best lightsaber ever made. And don't mean to brag, but mine's got a crystal chamber reveal. Just saying. Ew, look at you, Jim. Get fucked. Yeah, right. But you, hey, you'll get to see it soon when you're over. I'll show it to you. I'll be like, look at this, and then I'll put it away. Yes. Oh, you can't touch it. No, I didn't think I was going to be able to. Good. You can touch the other lightsabers. You're not allowed to touch that one. I think I'm going to be more in Lego. So no.
I think I'm gonna be more in awe seeing Ashley. You know what? Aside from your life, I'm gonna be more in awe of seeing finally your helmet collection and your Lego collection in person.
Oh my god! I keep buying more helmets.
Why, man? You just bought yourself a freaking 3D printer. You can print your own.
I know, right? I bought a Stormtrooper one. It was a bargain. I couldn't help myself.
Okay, wait. What was the bargain?
Right? So you know they're normally like 130 quid, like 150 bucks, right?
Yeah.
This one was on sale for 45 quid, right?
Okay, that's actually a good deal.
It gets better, right? It was on sale at Game. So I went on Game and I just logged into my account. I had 20 quid's worth of points.
So you bought it for
£25. I was like, I have to have it.
Okay.
And then
Understandable.
they announced the new Biker Scout helmet, and I need that too. Sure, I could print one.
Cass, if you're still on here, Cass convinced him to print it.
She'll tell me I need both.
All right.
Oh,
guys.
there you go. Look.
I appreciate it so much. Thank you. But yeah, see you guys in literally.
Me and Matt talking about helmets. So yeah, head over to Twitch, do the whole thing. Come back next week to Nat's channel. I'm Jim. Fulcrum the Force. Subscribe, do the thing. There's Nat, the real Jedi Princess, all of that. This is Rebel Base Radio, and we are out.